celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you, I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate.
Now for the so-called City Beautiful and home to the Madden Studios. This is EA Sports coverage of the National Football League from Orlando, Florida. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the 49ers of Orlando. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Racing to the end zone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Niners at 9-7 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Purdy now to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
Purdy sets up to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And that'll wind up moving the the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Here's Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought of...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Jair Brown who's got it.
And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2, got here 3. Remember, it was 2 in a row when we hit 3 in a row because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And, partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
You look at this Niner defense.
They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the game better.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On 3rd down, Mayfield escaping the pressure right.
Now he's free at the 35.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Seahawks lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
49ers,
the 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Purdy looking to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Out of the gun, Purdy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a 1st down. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. And this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Again, McCaffrey. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. Sets up a 1st down and goal at the 6-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Purdy tosses out wide, complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Let's go.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors 70.
Now Purdy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They've got his man complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys...
And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, alert 33. King.
Here's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. Myers' kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing here, Purdy. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Purdy. Able to find Gray here. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. Touchdown, 49ers. Dalton Kincaid in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. And that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Seahawks 24, 49ers 6.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk.
There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they open the lead up now to 25. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where... if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a yard.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
They go play action here. Purdy.
And now here is another interception. Julian Love picks it.
Down the right sideline.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49ers 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
First down, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Third quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Play action. Now Purdy. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Here we go with McCaffrey. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now Mayfield. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
Hey, alert 33. Regular. What's that?
To throw, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Myers' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And now here is another interception. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. Eight.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He was with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Mayfield looks to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Juwan Johnson, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Purdy looking to throw.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Julian Love. He's to the 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
That's up 1st down and goal at the 4-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
49ers 6. Jason Myers can kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Purdy, big 4th down play. Going for the deep ball. That is incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Stop. Point it right. What's up?
Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Regular. What's up?
Here's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Extra point up and through by Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 41.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Boy, 203 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
Back to Walker on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Mayfield. Eluding. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Purdy now to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Purdy.
And my goodness, another interception. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Let's go.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Now Myers for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
69, 49ers 6.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for the... And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Purdy to throw again on 2nd and 10.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Purdy with one final shot here.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a concept.